Yana worked as a cleaner at one of the most prestigious companies in Nigeria, a vast building of glass and steel known simply as Apex Group. It was the kind of place that people passed by and whispered about. That's where dreams come true, or you need serious connections to work there. But for Yana, it was not a dream fulfilled. It was a stepping stone. Her job was to scrub floors, polish glass, and empty trash bins. And she did it all with quiet excellence, never late, never missing a spot. What many didn't know was that Yana's life outside work was a constant battle. She lived in a cramped one-bedroom flat in a noisy part of Surulere, under the roof of her mother's older sister, her aunt. After Yana's parents died in a tragic car accident when she was just 13, her aunt had reluctantly taken her in. At first, it had seemed like an act of kindness. But it didn't take long for Yana to understand that her presence was more of a burden than a blessing. Her aunt was a woman hardened by her own experiences, bitter and sharp-tongued. She saw Yana as free labor and wasted no time in making sure she earned her keep. Every day started before 5 a.m. Yana would scrub the entire house, fetch water, prepare breakfast, and clean again before rushing off to work. Her weekends were even worse. Endless lists of chores, shouted orders, and sharp glares if she dared to rest. Yet through all of this, Yana never raised her voice, never rebelled. She held on to something deeper, hope. It was that hope that carried her to work each day, where she found peace in routine and dignity in doing even the lowest job with pride. The staff at Apex barely noticed her, except for the receptionist who would occasionally offer her a leftover muffin, or the security guard who nodded kindly. But Yana didn't mind. Her dream wasn't attention, it was opportunity. One particular evening would change everything. It had rained heavily that day, turning the streets into rivers. Most of the employees had left early, but Yana stayed behind to finish her duties. By the time she clocked out and began her walk to the bus stop, the sky had turned dark and the rain returned in steady sheets. She held her umbrella low, navigating through puddles and traffic with her head down. Then, just past the junction near the old bookshop, she noticed something strange. A figure, small, frail, and soaking wet, sat quietly at the edge of the sidewalk, hunched over under the falling rain. As Yana got closer, she realized it was an elderly woman. Her clothes were elegant but soaked, her hands shivering. She looked lost and out of place. "Mama, are you okay?" Yana asked gently, lowering her umbrella to shield the woman. The woman looked up with watery eyes. "My daughter, I came to visit my son, but I forgot the address. I don't know anyone in this area. I thought I'd remember, but I didn't, and now I'm tired." Yana's heart clenched. Most people were walking by, glancing briefly and moving on. But Yana couldn't. Her own mother had taught her, kindness is a seed. You never know when it'll grow into something beautiful. "Come with me," Yana said softly. She helped the old woman to her feet and led her a few streets away to her friend Amaka's house. Amaka was a tailor, and her small apartment was always warm with the smell of jollof rice and the sound of radio music. Amaka was surprised to see Yana soaked and guiding an old woman inside, but she quickly got towels and hot tea ready. Yana helped the woman dry off, changed her into a Amaka's wrapper and shirt, and cooked a quick meal, rice and fish stew. As the woman ate slowly, Yana watched her with curiosity. There was a calm dignity to her, even in the midst of confusion. After eating, Yana encouraged the woman to try calling her son. The woman reached into her soaked handbag and, to Yana's surprise, pulled out a sleek, gold-trimmed smartphone. Yana blinked. That kind of phone was worth more than her entire salary. Still, she said nothing. The old woman dialed a number. "Tund," she said calmly. "I'm safe. A kind girl helped me. Come and get me." Not long after, a convoy of SUVs pulled up outside the house. Uniformed security stepped out first, followed by a tall, well-dressed man who rushed inside. "Mama," he cried, embracing the woman. "Why didn't you tell me you were coming? You scared me." The woman smiled and pointed to Yana. "If not for this girl, I don't know where I'd be." The man turned, and Yana's heart skipped. It was Mr. Tund, the CEO of Apex Group, her boss, the man whose office she cleaned every morning, whose suits she once carefully hung after spotting them left behind. He looked at her, then at his mother, then back at her again. "You work for Apex?" he asked. Yana nodded nervously. His mother spoke firmly. "She has a kind heart, the kind you don't find easily. You must do something for her." That night, Yana was driven home in one of the black SUVs. Her aunt, seeing the luxury car pull up and her niece step out like royalty, was speechless. She asked questions, but Yana simply said, "I helped someone today." The next week, Yana was called to the top floor of Apex, a place she had never been. There, Mr. Tund offered her a job as his personal assistant. "You've earned more than you know," he said. "I trust you." From that day, Yana's world transformed. She went from cleaning the CEO's desk to organizing his meetings, planning events, managing schedules, and being at the center of the company's heartbeat. She was smart, loyal, and humble. Everyone noticed her now, but not for beauty or connections, but for her brilliance and heart. And as time passed, something deeper grew between her and Tund. What began as gratitude turned to admiration, then friendship, then something more tender. They shared long conversations about life, about grief, about dreams. He was powerful and wealthy, but Yana made him feel grounded. She reminded him of what truly mattered. One evening, in the rooftop garden of the Apex building, under the glow of city lights, Tund looked at her and said, "You changed my mother's life that night, but you changed mine too. Will you marry me?" Tears welled in Yana's eyes, not because of the luxury or status, but because someone saw her, truly saw her, and loved her for who she was. Their wedding was grand, but filled with meaning. And among the guests was Yana's aunt, who approached her quietly after the vows. "I didn't treat you right," she said. "I was angry at life, and I took it out on you. Please forgive me." Yana embraced her. "I already have." Today, Yana is not just a CEO's wife. She's a woman who built her story with kindness, resilience, and faith. She founded a charity for underprivileged girls, offering education and housing to those who, like her, just needed one chance. Her story reminds us, kindness is powerful, hard work is never wasted, and love finds us when we least expect it. If this story moved you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories, because your miracle might be just around the corner.